friends, welcome. So today's video is out of the box and it's going to be all about robots.
Wow.
And yes guys, it says India's first robot teacher.
Wow.
And that's in Bengaluru school.
Wow.
So the title is just amazing and mind-blowing. And this is something I'm sure that Rishi is going to find very interesting because he's into robotics and he loves that, Lego robotics and things like that. So imagine a school which has robots as teachers and you don't have human teachers. The robots are so intelligent that you ask them any question on the topic, on the subject that robot is teaching, and he's going to answer back.
We'll see. Yeah.
I mean, if it's not that advanced, it will become advanced, I'm sure, in the near future.
Yes.
Because right now, like for example, when you know, on your phone, you say, okay, Google, and then you ask a question, most of the time they answer it. Or if you're asking something weird, they'll say, I'm sorry.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, artificial intelligence certainly is going to go advanced, and that's what they were saying, that in today's world, the leader of tomorrow is going to be in two things: space and artificial intelligence. So whoever is faster in that, because that's what artificial intelligence, AI, is doing. It has the ability to understand what you want to know, search the internet, tons of millions of information over there, and give you exactly the right answer. And sometimes when you say, okay, Google, sometimes even I am surprised, my God, how did it know what exactly I meant? The context, it gives me the right context. Why? Because it is looking at the previous searches that I had made. So if I was looking for something, it knows I'm looking for something. So when I ask, it gives me what I was looking for. And that is amazing that they're able to look at the history and then come. So let's look at this video and see what is this.
I would love to see this robot teacher here. And if it is really awesome, I'm going to that school. I'll start from my first grade onwards in the school regime. Okay, guys, let's watch this.
Alright, after robot waiters, Bengaluru, the Silicon City of India, has now got robot teachers. That is right, as the country celebrates Teachers' Day today. A school in India's IT capital has introduced the very first robot teacher in the country. Vyons Nishtita Virendra gets you more.
That's the robot.
Oh my, that scares me. Oh my God.
Yeah, in the looks.
This teacher takes up physics, biology and chemistry.
Oh my
Also
God.
responds to doubts. This is the scene at the Indus International School in Bengaluru, which has introduced the first robot teaching assistants in India.
Okay, good. Here's all.
The 3 robots on campus teach 5 subjects to almost 300 students in classes 7th, 8th and 9th.
5
But the
subjects.
question is, why robots?
Why robots?
The school feels the use of artificial intelligence is necessary to overcome the deficiencies of the existing, outdated academic system that is only content-driven.
In this new age that we are moving in, education of the heart and the mind is as important, if not more, than education of the head. And therefore, for the teacher to focus on the education of the heart and mind of the child, her workload had to be taken away. And this has been facilitated by the robots that come in to assist the teacher, to partner the teacher, as an example of what I would call is a man-machine team.
The 5'7"
he used to
robot
walk
teacher
around.
is dressed like a human, but they do not replace real teachers. Instead, they assist them in teaching lessons.
The whole idea of having this robot there is to actually take care of a lot of things that I would be doing on a repetitive basis, right? So the class, delivering the lesson in the class, over the years, you end up sounding the same. This actually gives you the freedom to change your focus. You know, you look at those 25 in the class and say, you know what, I'm going to ensure that each one of them has no misconceptions when they leave the class.
The students are allowed time to write the lessons being delivered by the robot and also are allowed to ask questions. The robot responds by either using the programmed lesson or the internet. Locally developed by an in-house team, the robot has undergone test runs for almost 8 months before being put to use.
I feel that it's quite a good idea with this robot because it helps the teacher have more time to clarify doubts with the student and to help them.
I think the robot really helps with a lot of learning styles of people because every student has a different learning style. So for me, for example, I'm a really visual learner. So like the animations, graphic designs help more than what the teacher draws on the board.
The robot will require constant updation and will progressively be made to look more human-like.
Okay, good.
They will have silicone skin and they will look more human. They will be able to move around. Emotions is another aspect that we are planning to add. They will respond to questions specifically looking at students. So these are some of the new features that we are planning to bring into the robots.
Artificial intelligence is making its way into all aspects of human lives. And now India has its first robot teaching assistant. While the school still feels that this robot cannot replace teachers or humans in education, but it sure offers a peek into what education in the future might look like.
True.
I feel like that was great, except for the fact that the robot really scared me.
That's true.
I couldn't.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the looks wise, she was a little scary. But as they said, as they are going to advance, they are going to get silicone skin, and they're going to look very real. So remember, we watched movies on robots, and they looked exactly like humans.
Those weren't scary.
Yeah. So that's going to come up. That's what they're saying. That in future, as they are advancing, the technology is advancing. They are going to bring those and they'll look exactly like humans. So that is a fantastic video and fantastic idea of having teachers, robot teachers. Or exactly, because they said that they are not going to be actual teachers, but they are going to assist human teachers. So they'll be working side by side. And that is definitely a plus point, because as a teacher, and especially with a class of even if 25-30 kids, it is impossible for the teacher to pay personal attention to each kid, because they have to go ahead and speak out the instructions. They have to teach them that concept. But if you have a robot, the robot is going to be standing, giving the instructions, whatever the plan for that day is that they're teaching the topic. And the teachers can, just like they showed in the video, the teacher can roam around and see whether all the kids are working, if they're playing on video games and stuff. So she or he can keep monitor them. And as the class is progressing, if they have questions, the teacher can personally go and help them out if they're struggling. And the best was, they said that if you have questions, you can ask those questions from the robot. And the robot has programs in there which can answer certain specific questions. But if the question is something that the robot is not able to answer, that robot is going to look in the internet. And internet has every answer, right? So she can probably process it, connect with the internet, and then give out the answer to the kids. But what was amazing here was looking at this school. This school did not look like a normal school, because you had foreign kids there. I mean, they were all different kinds of kids from different parts of the world, and their accents were different. So it seems like this is some kind of an international school. So where they are going ahead and providing them and trying this out. So love this concept, totally new concept, but an amazing concept, because if this becomes a success, I mean, the workload of the teachers will become so much less, and probably in near future, even they might be able to replace the teachers.
And even the kids. Why would they? What if everything's automated? Like that, you get food for free. You get everything for free.
This is how the kids think, because they don't want to study. I mean, normal kid and average kid is going to think like him.
No, but it's true.
But definitely, I mean, this idea as a student, as a serious student who wants to study, this is really a very amazing thing, because it helps you in learning. Because you have a teacher and a robot. So now you have two people in the class, and you can take help of whichever one is available at that time. So it's not like, like you guys, I have a question, I'll probably ask the teacher during the free period. So instead of asking it during the free period and waiting for your doubts to be clarified, you can ask them there.
I'm just wondering, how you're talking to her while the teacher is talking, while the robot is talking.
No, but what would happen is the robot is talking, giving a lecture. You had a question, you could probably raise your hand, the teacher would come, clarify that thing, and then you can go back and listen to the rest, whatever the robot has been speaking, and continue with the lecture. So that is
Would you miss part of it?
It could be, but they probably would have recordings. They would have things like that, right? But still, I mean, still you have a teacher roaming around who's monitoring it.
That's still good,
so they'll. I mean, as this progresses, they're going to go ahead and make it better. How it works out and stuff. And I love the fact it had wheels down, so it looks like it could probably in near future even roam around in the classroom too and talk as it's going. So lovely concept.
I mean, very nice concept. I mean, obviously, if you look over the internet, you will see that Honda has created many robots that can walk and talk, and
even in China, there are like some advanced robots.
Right. So each country is trying. To do their best in artificial intelligence, in AI, because that is the future. Now, we have to start somewhere. So very nice. They have started over here, and the point they were saying is the robot has the ability, for example, to show all the PPTs. All the PowerPoint slides. So that is something that kids probably will say, hey, read the textbook. And once you have read the textbook, you come over here and the robot is going to show you the slides and explain what is in the slides. Now that is repetitive. Now each teacher every day, if she comes and just shows all the slides and shows the things, so that is repetitive. They are trying to get the repetitive thing out of the way. The robot is going to go over the PowerPoint, explain each and everything of the PowerPoint, and then that's it. So in that, it's the same thing teacher would have done.
So teacher, you really don't need a teacher for that.
So instead, the teacher can focus on other things. Okay, looking at the PPT, where are the questions coming from, and then teacher can address all those questions. So they really use their mind to optimize the time of the teacher. They're not saying that robot is going to replace the teacher, but what they're saying is the repetitive things. The robot will do, which makes sense because every time teacher has to show the same PowerPoint.
Yeah, but sometimes my teachers like make video and so they just keep showing the video instead of actually saying
exactly. So that's but they made it interesting. Now it's the robot is going to do it, so people
and you can ask questions.
Yeah, exactly as it is, and he can search and give you the answers, and it becomes more interesting and so different, right? So it's exactly. So lovely.
Right. So very nice thing, and this shows that India is also moving towards AI. Now, obviously, we know India is moving towards space because that was what said that in the future there'll be two kind of technologies that people are fighting over. One, of course, is the 5G, the internet connectivity 5G. Then there's artificial intelligence, and there's a space. And that is exactly, these are the couple of things where each country is doing research. It's very nice, that somebody did the research, created, they're trying things out, and eventually, I mean, warfare is one thing where a lot of robots are being used. As you would know that the Saudi Arabia attack on their oil field was done by drones. So the drones came, destroyed a bunch of things. So obviously, they're putting artificial intelligence in everywhere. So this was one practical application in the world of education, but the other application obviously is in warfare, where each country is running to become first.
Yeah, that's true. So beautiful video, very excited. The only thing is waiting for this robot to look less
please.
less scary.
Yes, that was the first time I saw. It was like, what is that thing?
But the kids were fine. I mean, they were used to it.
I don't know how.
They were used to it because watching maybe the first time they got they were also scared, but they were now used to it and they were just focusing on their studies. But as they said, they are going to get that silicone skin and make it as human as possible.
With emotions.
Yeah, with emotions. Yeah, that was
They're
already robots are doing it.
Yeah, that's possible. So very exciting that in India we have got a concept like this. So India is really they have great ideas and they are innovations and they are implementing it. So lovely video, guys, and we hope you liked watching this because we loved it. And now we'll take our leave and we'll come back again with another video pretty soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye!